They say every stone in Hampi has a story to tell, and I guess so does every visitor. It took me a decade of my stay in Bangalore and a pretty boring medical conference nearby almost a year ago to discover the beauty of Hampi. So this year, once the travel restrictions were not that strict anymore, we went on this road trip to this beautiful temple city of Hampi. On our travel day, we saw the magnificent Chitradurga fort. On our first day in Hampi, we went back in history as we took the walk from the Vijayavitla temple to the Virupaksha temple. And later that day, we enjoyed one of the best sunsets at the Hanuman temple. We had to wake up early to experience the sunrise at the Matanga hills on our second day, followed by the Coracle ride. Later in the evening, we visited some of the other temples all on foot and ended our day at the Hemakutta Hill complex overlooking the Virupaksha temple. Today we are all set to explore the royal center where the Vijayanagara kings stayed and conducted business and ceremonies. And maybe in the evening we can find a not so touristy sunset spot. If you are new to my channel, please like and subscribe. We are now at the Queen's Bath, and this is where the Queen and the ladies of the noble family used to take bath. We are at the royal enclosure, which houses some of the most important buildings used by the noble families of the Vijayanagara Empire. Most importantly is the Mahanavami dibba, which is like a huge platform where the king used to sit and he used to watch most of the festivities, most importantly like the Mahanavami celebrations. And there is also a very beautiful Pushkarni and also a public bath. Behind me is the Hazara Rama temple. It has beautiful inscriptions of the Ramayana, and people say that if you take a round thrice around the temple, you can actually read the entire Ramayana. I'm standing in front of the Lotus Mahal. It is a two-storied building and is a fine example of Indo-Islamic architecture. So this is the elephant stable and there's place for you to park 11 of your elephants. This place is just next to the Virupaksha temple, so as soon as you reach the parking area of the temple, there are many auto guys who would want you to get you here. Don't get into that scam because it's really near to the parking area. You just have to cross the road and there are directions everywhere. So we just ordered some food here and I felt the vibe of this place is much better than the rest of the cafe. So let's see. So we are now at the Malyavanta Raghunatha temple and it was believed that Lord Ram and Lakshman took shelter here during the monsoons before they went to Sri Lanka to get Sita back. So the Ramayana is constantly read in this temple and this temple is situated at the Malyavanta hill. So we are next going to the hill to enjoy the sunset. Malyavanta peak, and unlike other sunset spots, though we have not been catching much of them, this seems to be my favorite. For one, it is less crowded than the other spots, and secondly, it is accessible by car. So unlike the other spots like the Anjanadri hill, which requires you to climb 600 stairs, and even the Matanga hills, which is a difficult trek, and for that matter even the Hemkutta hills, this seems to be really easy to climb. This area is really scenic. It gives you an aerial view of Hampi.